Hey Angel, how you doing? I started just a little bit early. I hope you're doing good. Happy Friday to you. Today I'm not going to stay on very long, so thank you for just coming in and supporting me. Um, just want to let you know, I think I made one comment in your live, but if not, I'm in the bushes. Yeah, I just let it run. I'm not sure whether I let you know I was in there. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. So I just want to let you know that I was there. I was kind of I was very sleepy um after the 2 hour live yesterday. Um First of all, before I went live, I uploaded a video. Then after the live, I had to run an errand. So I was kind of tired by the end of the night. So I just wanted to let you know. So let me turn this up. I don't know. Can you hear me okay? I'll turn it up a little. Okay. Yeah, so what you been up to? You gonna go live tonight or put up a video or something? I didn't really have a subject today. Um, if General come in today, I thought maybe we could finish that discussion that we were having yesterday. So I'm not sure. I don't know whether you can hear me or not. So we can just pause a little bit until more people come into the chat if you're doing something else. Oh, good. You said I'll be doing a Friday game night stream at 5 my time. We'll be playing Deal or No. Ah, ha, ha, that sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun, Angel. Well, good. Oh, you could hear me good. That is so great. Thank you so much. Hey, Black Spring with Autumn. How are you doing? I'll just say Autumn. Thank you for coming in. I was telling Angel that this live won't be very long. I didn't have a topic. I was just going to let, um, let it just flow organically. And then there's a person that comes to my chat from the UK, and she's interested in. We were just talking about in the entertainment field. Um, the way you know they're in entertainment, but the way that they feel about things, and one of the people that one of the entertainers she was talking about was Little Wayne. And I was just telling her yesterday, well, um, now a lot of people don't realize Little Wayne is smart, but allegedly, so I won't say I kind of know he do, but I'm gonna put an alleged in there. He just stays intoxicated a lot. So it's like, to me, you're thinking maybe a little bit foggy, sometimes. So how have you been doing, Autumn? I stayed in your chat for just a little bit, and then I had to leave. I had a lot of errands yesterday. And so after I uploaded a video and then did my 2 hour live, and then I had to get off and do an errand, go to the post office. So I just, I was just really whipped. So I went to Angel's live and I couldn't stay awake. So I was apologizing to him. But I'm so glad that you can come on, um, just hanging around. Yeah, that's, I, I'm thinking of uploading another recipe. I just really, really, really enjoy cooking. And so I thought that I would do a dish, and it had a steak, a steak dish and mashed potatoes and something. Sometimes I get my dishes, my meals from Home Chef. I'm sure you've heard of that. Oh, okay. I will. I will, Autumn. Thank you. You said I appreciate for spending your time. Oh, I appreciate you coming in, and yeah, I went over there just for a little while. But Home Chef, I'm sorry. They are not a sponsored video, but I got turned on by them because sometimes just going shopping and getting recipes and going around the store just finding everything that I need, and I just don't like to do that a lot of times. Now if it was a mall, oh, I can walk around the mall for hours, but grocery stores, if I do walk around for any length of time, it's just for exercise reasons, just to get out because I'm self quarantined, of course. So, I don't mind doing that when I think of it in that aspect as exercising. But with Home Chef, they'll give you the protein, they have a lot of salmon dishes. They've had some mahi mahi dishes. They'll have, chicken breast, usually is the breast. And then they will have the steak dishes. So I got a meal Monday. And so I made the dish with the salmon, I think Monday, and I think I uploaded it Tuesday. But then I had another dish with the chicken breast, and I was so hungry that I didn't even want to wait to put my camera gear together. I wanted to just cook it and eat it. So I cooked half of it. I said, well, I'll video the second half of it, which they give you two servings. So I usually have one serving and then leftovers the next day because you can't order just for one person. There's always two and four servings. But I was just tired when I was running errands and it was getting late. So I said, well, let me cook my dinner. So I didn't get the videotape that, and I think people would have really appreciated that. It was a chicken breast meal, um, and then it had zucchini. It was a healthy dish. It has zucchini with a little bit of like breadcrumbs and a little bit of light chili powder, and you put it on the zucchini, and you pop it under. the broiler, and they had like an ear of corn, small ears of corn. So, you just put salt and pepper on that and put both of them under the broiler. And so it turned out so good, and it's quick to fix, because with the chicken breast, you put that on top of the stove and just season it, and then it came with a sauce with for both, and some flavored butter. I forget right now what it was. I'd have to look at the menu card, but you put that on top of the corn. But it was so good. So I tried, that was really a more healthier. I know corn may not be, people say things against corn, but as far as the zucchini and the chicken breast, I think the dish was um, very healthy. You could do it out of corn, and abs- um, you could really substitute that corn for something else a little bit more healthier. So I try to I try to fix some foods that are more health conscious. Now I've been known to cook a meal that you know d- a meal that just not as healthy, with a little bacon fat. So, but my channel, I do the lives, but my channel is mainly podcasts, and I talk about a lot of things. But I cook a lot lately. Um, hey, General, how are you? How are you doing? I don't know whether you have met Black Spring with Autumn. I think you met Angel before, but Black Spring with Autumn, she does a lot of live, a lot of information um at her channel, and I usually go to her lives, but I wasn't able to stay very long yesterday. And I just like to listen to other people's point of view, and like I told, like my other live, it's like sometimes we can agree to disagree, but the main thing is having a mutual respect for someone's opinion. Because I can agree with you, I can disagree, but I'm always going to have the element of respect for a person, especially when you go into somebody else's channel. Now I'm going to, like if you invite me on your channel, like I've been to different people panel. I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm not going to. But if for any reason the host doesn't want it geared that way, then I will stop. It doesn't mean that I didn't voice my opinion and didn't believe in what I was saying, because I'm not easily swayed. But you always want to respect the person's channel. So I made a video about that. I'm sorry, a live about that a couple of days ago. Hold on, you guys. If you can speak upon yourself, my dogs are getting on my nerve, so I have to bring them in the house. Hold on, just a second. Okay, thank you guys. Now, okay. Now, no pressure, Autumn, but let me know. Like I said, I'm not going to stay on the live very long. However, if at any point while we're live, if you want to just come on the panel just to share what your panel is about, and if you don't do it this time, you can do it another time. I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you wanted to, you could tell what your panel's about and what your objective is as far as what you want to relate to the people and what you're trying to accomplish, on your page, on your channel. I like with my channel, even if it's about cooking, I want to show someone how to get out of sometimes get out of their box. And sometimes we just don't experiment with our cooking, the same old, Like I remember growing up, every Saturday my mom cooked chili, and and every Friday we my daddy went and got hamburgers from the hamburger joint, hamburger french fries for all of us, and things like that. So what I tried to do is um kind of give people more options on what to cook. And then if I do a podcast or video, I always want somebody to get something out of it. Very seldom do I just bring some, even if I bring, let me put it this way, even if I bring up like a popular show, I always want to have one of life's lessons, you know what I mean? Just maybe explore um, the possibilities of whatever the show is about, and what I feel about it. And if I feel like it's trash, if I feel like it's a disaster, I'm going to say that, you know. Networks don't care what I say. I'm a small channel. But anyway, I always, I try to put a life lesson. Being a woman of a particular age, I want to always um, have an open mind, but also I'm gonna say what I feel about a particular topic. So that's what my channel's all about. I did do a welcome video to give people a hint, but I didn't want it to be a long welcome video. So I didn't really tell everything that I wanted to accomplish. But at any point, Autumn, you can do that. Hey, Zero, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Okay, okay, Autumn, I'm about there too. About yeah, I'm gonna be maybe just a little bit longer, but I wasn't gonna stay long because I want to get some things ready. You know, I'm self quarantined, but I might have my little grandson over, and just it's not for sure because I always want to keep him safe as well, and his mom. So I'm not sure, but that's the goal. But okay, well, thank you. We can do it another time, Autumn. So if people want to come in and go to your channel and see what it's all about, you can. Everyone that's in the channel right now, you know, feel welcome to check each other out. Um, but you know what, General, uh, I tried to go back. Well, I did go back into the replay, and because I was curious. That like when I said, "Was that a typo?" And I said, "Okay, what did I think? What was she saying?" Because I even forgot that, so I had to go back to the replay, and you were saying everybody loves America. And then I said, yeah, I read it. And then, and I didn't know whether you were making a joke. And so I thought maybe it was a typo. I'm not sure what zero was where you know, I when I found out what I said that and I thought about it, I said, no, no, she was serious about that. And I think you even said it because what I thought you were making a joke because this is my opinion, and you know, General, I'm gonna give my opinion. Everybody's welcome to get their opinion, but in my opinion, a lot of countries don't like America. For whatever reason, they don't like America, and that's where I was coming from. But I thought that you were gonna put like a LOL, and you didn't, or a happy face or something to let me know that you were just making a being funny, but that's so I'll go back. I'm not sure what if that's the same thing as Zero was talking about, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I kind of laughed to myself. I said, "Oh, I think she was serious," because she didn't put the happy face emoji. But I thought it was a typo because my opinion is a lot of countries don't like America. A lot of countries think that, by what they've said, that America is Babylon, and America is evil, and America is this. Fortunately, I haven't. When I travel, I haven't gone to those countries, so I'm kind of, uh, it. I just thought you were just being funny. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, Autumn. Yeah, next time stay longer. And I only leave out, or sometimes I'll just what I do with your channel, Autumn, I mostly like to listen. I mostly like every now and then I'll say something, but I mostly like to listen. Um I think that when you're talking on such serious subject, and I want to really learn and hear somebody else's perspective, and that's why I'm not when I come to your channel, I'm not as talkative, or I don't write a lot of comments down because I'm just there just to get a feel for where everybody is coming from. So that's why I mostly listen when I come there. But let's see, let me make sure because I'm always bad about reading comments. So I want to stay on top of it today. General says, I love Black American. Yes, it is the same thing. Yeah, and I get that from you, General. And I do, and I really do. I get that from you. That is where you're coming from. But I was talking about, when you said everybody. See, I know you were speaking for yourself, speaking for your family, speaking for your friends, but but there is a lot of countries that despise America. And so that's why I thought you were, making a joke. But I understand where you're coming from because I get that from you that you have nothing against the United States. Your sister is here, um, and you shared so much uh on my channel that makes me think, and you know what, I appreciate it, but it makes me know that um it makes me appreciate you, and it makes me know where you're coming from because you've been very supportive. You've not come at me disrespectfully. um and I can just you know how some people you gravitate to and you feel like it's very easy to communicate with them. It's very easy, to have a good laugh with them. It is easy. You feel like, if under certain circumstances, if it was not online, if we were not on YouTube, if we had met other circumstances that we I could see myself, being friends with this person by what they portray, even online. So, these are people like that is what I call my cyber buddies. Now, some people, you just keep online. It's like I'm not interested in meeting, not that you have anything against them. It's just, you don't vibe like that with certain people. So, you're happy with keeping it online on YouTube. Autumn says, I appreciate your time and perspective. Thank you. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate that. And I think that I like the way you express yourself because it's I could tell that you're very educated. However, you don't talk down to some people. I've not heard you talk down to anyone. And there's a humbleness in you. So that's what I like too. But like I said, I like to come and just listen. I wanna see what everybody is, where they're coming from and what they're talking about, how they feel about certain things. And it may or may not, all be what everybody, feel or think about certain things. But, like I said before, we can still all listen to people and be clear, because sometimes people jump the gun about where somebody is coming from. So I never want to do that. So I always want to listen and make sure, and that I get what's being said instead of trying to think about what I'm going to say next as a comment. No, no, I want to get an understanding uh, because you can reread people comments, but when you have a panel, unless you go back and replay, the live, uh, I want to make sure, especially when you're having a panel or anybody have a panel, that I listen and I can read comments later. I can scroll up and down. So General says, I like you, Marilyn. Oh, I like you too, General. You my sis. I done made you my sis. My sister from another mister. You know that saying. Thank you very much for the compliment. Yeah, it's very easy to even the first time when you came in and when you said general when your name is thumbnail general systems theory. I was just looking. I was just focusing on generals, so I didn't even know your gender. And I thought you and other people that came in, I think they saw the general and we were thinking military, like women can't be a general. Yes, we can, and we could be good generals, matter of fact. But anyway, um, I was actually thinking on the line that you were a male. So sometimes I don't talk as freely to a male, and that may not be good, but it's the truth. Sometimes I don't talk as freely to a male as I do a female because I'm gonna tell you, I'm all about the sisterhood. I really am. I I don't like, and especially on YouTube, um, because I'm on YouTube a lot, but I don't like when two women start battling back and forth and calling each other out of their name. And I mean, it gets real serious to the point where they trying to make somebody lose their job, or I just don't have the patience, and I just don't. I just don't want to get involved in nothing like that. I'd rather leave somebody alone if I think that we gonna end up being back and forth, and I think it's silly. I think it's a waste of time. It's too many other important issues in this world to be battling back and forth. I want to be part of something that will enhance our lives. You know what I mean? And even just showing people how two adult women supposed to act. Even if you disagree, even if you disagree, you don't have to call each other all out their name. Talk about. I've seen people on YouTube talking about folks' mama, and I'm from Chicago. We just don't do that. We don't. We used to do it back in the day. Um, Elementary school. Keyword elementary. Or keywords elementary school. But as you grow up and mature, then if you can't get along with someone, you just don't get into their space. You don't go in their circle. And on YouTube, you certainly don't go on their channel. So I'm so much into the sisterhood that I just feel like um, even if we disagree, so what? So what? Listen to each other, and you don't have to agree, but the way you the way some people might disagree is just shameful. Like I said, I'm about the sisterhood. Yes, I remembered everyone thinking that I was a male. Yeah, and I think it was general, and we shouldn't have thought like that. But that was, I see that I wasn't the only one, and you know what? I was happy to know that you were a lady because I said, oh, sisterhood. That's what I was thinking. Autumn said that's unacceptable. It is, Autumn, and it saddens me. And I'm not gonna call anybody else out, of course, but it saddens me. And you know how you scrolling down your recommended videos, and even the title of it, of the post. Or the videos would let you know, and it for me, like I did go into someone a video one time. Really didn't know that it was going to turn out the way it did, but it was something, and I got anxiety over that. Now, as much things is going on in the world that we need to fix, and what's happening, and everybody trying to be safe and keeping the loved ones safe, and trying to exercise and eat a good meal, and so many topics we could talk about and educate each other, even on the smallest thing. And for me to get anxiety over while I'm in somebody else's channel, why would I do that to myself? um I just had to stop. And it's not that I had no dislike for the people, for the women. I just thought that we could do better. You know, I mean, millions of people, you may not get all those views, but millions of people have access to the nonsense. Jiro says, yes, it is nice to be respectful to others. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I think that messes with your psyche when you're continuously bashing someone. And I'm mostly because I'd heard about this person and heard about this person. And finally, I said, well, let me see what this is about. So I went to the channel, and he bashes women. Oh, that I couldn't stay. I could not stay in that channel. You will not, I didn't want to be a part of the discussion because you're not gonna zero in on me. I might forget I'm a lady for a second or two, and I don't want to be out of character like that. But it was just bashing the sister. that infuriated me. That infuriated me. Autumn says, "It's your home. Respect comes first." That's right. Hey, Michael, how are you? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well on this Friday. Welcome into the chat. We're just talking about respect. Um, and that's the key. We can always we can always disagree, but the key, is to respect each other, even when there's a difference of opinion, which makes it interesting, I think, to have a difference of opinion. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But oh, you looked familiar at first. Were you on? Now, you guys don't laugh over this name, but this is his channel name. Were you on Sexy Monkey channel? The guy from UK. I was going to say the dude, the guy from UK. Because yeah, I can't see it a big, but it looked like you were on the panel and you guys were talking about movies. Yeah, good movies. Juno says there was this male YouTuber that to this day continues to call black female celebrity names OG a monkey. Just imagine that. We might be talking about the same person. But yeah. And I think I think you were on General when we were talking about colorism. And that was part of what people were trying to embarrass her and shame her because she's a darker complected woman, and I think she's very pretty. And it's like, how dare they equate dark skin with whether you're beautiful or not? Yeah, just imagine that. Yeah, General. I support a lot of people, so I might be last week. Okay, okay. Then this one was last night panel, so that it probably wasn't you then. Autumn says, "Have a great check and thanks for having me." Oh, you are so welcome, Autumn. Thank you for coming. Um, I do appreciate that, and I'll be supporting you as well, especially on your lives. And then sometimes I'll see the notification, and then I say, "I'm gonna do this real first, quick before I go in, so I won't be distracted." And then it might be a short live. I say, "Oh, I missed it." So anyway, I'll do the replay. Journal says, "Does YouTuber name start with an A?" Uh, no, 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 no. So we can't be talking about the same one. Um, but yeah, I've seen some of the men YouTubers that really, um, bash women, and so uh, I can't with that. So yeah. You're welcome, Autumn. I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you for the time you did spend here. Um, I do have a live every day at 4, except for Sunday. And then sometimes if I feel like I need a little breather and a little break, or if I got something that I really must do in certain hours, then I'll cancel. But for the most part, I try to stick to that schedule so I can be consistent. So anytime. And I noticed that you, Autumn, you do them every day too, or mostly every day. So I'm gonna go on my YouTube on my phone because so I can get the comments in a timely way. So I can get the uh-oh, that was me. Yeah, but that was so interesting yesterday when we were talking about general. We were talking about, you know, um, entertainers sometimes, a lot of times, they take themselves too seriously. And I think sometimes the public, they take them too seriously. General says, yesterday we said that today we would be chatting about people that said problematic things. Is this still takeable? Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, we can do that. Um, because you know how sometimes, like, take for instance, Grey's Anatomy. The doctors on that show. Okay, it's entertaining. I will give it that. It's very entertaining. I stopped watching it so much, but before it was like I was all in that show. And it's a show about the doctors and everything that went on in the hospital and this and that. Well, then if a sponsor, say for instance, wants to talk about a particular thing that has to do with medicine and whatever, then that actor will come on there and kind of represent whatever the sponsor is trying to do that has to do with doctors' medicine. And I'm thinking, I'd rather see a normal actor or a real doctor. It's like you're a doctor for play. Why are you trying to give medical advice like you're a doctor for real? Don't take your part that serious. But I see what the sponsor's trying to do. They trying to get someone that people really watch and admire and what have you, so they will listen to the commercial so they can sell whatever product they selling. But that don't fly with me. You are an actor. Why would I take medical advice from you? It just amazes me. It's like you for play. Stop. But that's the way, the sponsor feel like more people will pay attention because the actual show have great ratings. But I be thinking to myself, you ain't no doctor. So it's funny to me. Fake doctors. Right. I barely believe what a real doctor say, you know. Cause I don't, when I get a prescription or something, I be looking up stuff like what's the side effect. I don't know if anybody out there do the same. But I be looking for side effects. Okay, the side effect. And I have told my doctor, I don't want to take that. And I think Zero I had said that the Zero and Nadia, they were on alive. Uh, a doctor prescribed something to me, and you know what the side effects was? That it could cause gangrene in the genital area. Now, why would I take that? Why would I take that? And I told him, Doctor, you're gonna have to give me something else. So he gave me something else, and I looked at it up. I said, "Okay, I can deal with diarrhea. I can't deal with gangrene in the genital area. Genital area, don't play with, don't mess with that." I know. Wow. When I read that, I said, no, like Nadia would say, no, Lord. Mm-mm. So it's like, but I was just, saying how people just, actors just they take themselves too seriously. You playing somebody else. You know, it's pretend. Know the difference. It's pretend. But which ones did you want to talk about to say problematic things, and I could, if I could just think of the first person, like we were talking about yesterday, the first person that comes to mind would be would be what's his face, Kanye, and then we were talking about Lil Wayne, and it's like when you, I'm gonna say alleged, so I'm gonna say something that's my opinion. When you stop, when you when you start taking your medications, I'll listen to you. And then on the flip side, to this other person, when you stop taking unsubscribed stuff to you, then I'll listen to you. So, um, you know, because some people, they can handle doing a little this or that and still stay creative. They can handle it. But some people, when they don't do something they're supposed to do, or taking too much of something and stay in a fog all the time, it's like, they don't make no sense no more. They're not creative. That is crazy to have such a problem. Absolutely not. I know, of all places, and you want me to take that medicine. Psh, the lies you tell, Kanye West takes the cake. He does. With his statement that slavery is a choice. That broke my heart. Uh-huh. Because of the fact that he's Kanye West, and unfortunately a lot of people look up to him. Unfortunately, other races, other ethnicities listen to him, and now he may be a genius, what people think as far as his rapping or whatever, but after that he need to just shut it down, shut up, because that's about the stupidest thing I ever heard of, to say slavery is a choice. You mean to tell me all them people just were sitting there and they chose to be a slavery? They chose to be swept up out of the motherland and brought not only here to other places, because we all over the place. It's like, Kanye, if you don't sit down someplace and shut up, and you really should be taking the chill pill, you know. Marilyn, you made me laugh when you said that phrase about when you start and stop taking your medication. When you what earlier? What I just said? Yeah. um, just cause the doctor prescribes it don't mean that I'ma take it. No. Cause you're not a. I just believe my personal beliefs. And plus, I read something in the Bible about it, but I can't remember the scripture, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But I believe it, that there's a healing for everything. We just don't know it. There's a cure for everything. We just don't know it. We just don't know it. Well, it's out there. Will we ever know it? I think so, probably. In the scheme, when everything's said and done, when the time start ticking and everybody going to eternity, we probably will. But for right now, we don't know. You know, there's a cure for all these things that's happening now, if we are being told the truth. But there's a whatever sickness, ailment, condition, virus, whatever. I believe there's a cure for it. And I believe that the cure is not necessarily pills.
Now, I believe that, unless some herbal things are, pressed together and pills are made, whatever, and capsules or whatever, but I believe that it's natural stuff. Whether there are substitutes for cures and and they're not natural, different things put together, but they seem to work. Yeah, but I'm scared of them side effects. But I just believe that. I'm doing research right now to see what I can take, and I have to wait to even try it because I'm, self quarantined, and I don't know where a natural uh, store is. I used to know one in the city, Upland, and I can't remember where it was, but I don't even know whether some of the places are still open because of the people being self quarantined. But that's the one of the things I just want to really learn, because some people and somebody had told me take this, that, and the other, and I would have to find that information. But then at the same time, I don't really trust that person, so I would have to talk to the herbalist about that. I don't really trust that person, because this person has been known to be a great liar. So it's like I ain't pretty much taking your word about it. I'll check with the herbalist just in case you telling the truth, but I want to find some things on my own and some natural things, and then go to the natural store so I won't have to take medication for diabetes. The late Dr. CB. Yes, yes. Always promoted natural remedies. Have you heard? Yes, I have. So I'm thinking I don't have his book, so I could probably get that I'm not fooling with Amazon, um, but right now, not right now. Um, I might look on eBay and see if they have his book and try to see if that would give me more insight about that. But yes, I've heard of Dr. CB. Yes. And somebody else told me about him. I don't know whether that was Zero, but somebody was saying check him out, check his book and see if he can offer, any insight, because I've not read his books, and that's a must for me. I want to see what he had to say about a lot of things. Um, but from what information I'm getting about him, he was brilliant, very smart on diet and natural remedies. Yeah, he has a list of foods that should be consumed and avoided, and that would be very beneficial to me too. Um, I try to eat the things that I know that's good for me, but then okay, let me give you for instance, beets. I have some beet juice, and I was going to use that sparingly and make smoothies, because although beets are good for one thing, they said that beets, and that's why I do a small amount. But beets are not good for people who have problems with uh, kidney stones. So it's like, okay, I've had kidney stones. I really don't want it again. I know some of the foods that they say, some of the things you could, drink. I was reading that it could be called, kidney stones can be caused by too much calcium. I read that it could be caused by eating too many nuts, all the things that I like. But But then I read up on beets, and beets are good for you, except the kidney stone thing. Hey, D Jackie, what's up? Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Thank you for coming into the live. Yeah, but I really do need to buy Dr. CB's book and just make some serious notes. You know, beets are also not good if you have fibroids. I think I read that too. I'm not sure. So it's like, okay, it's good for this and this. It's good. I think they say it's good for. I think they said it was good for regulate. Let me Google it real quick. But I thought they said it was good for people with diabetes. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it says it helps keep blood pressure in check. Okay, I remember that. Can improve athletic performance, may help fight inflammation, may improve digestive health, may help support brain health, may have some anti cancer properties, and may help you lose weight. And it asks, is beets a superfood? It just says there have a lot of potassium and magnesium, vitamin C, and other nitrates, nitrates. Uh, Cognitive function. And let me see. It says something about blood sugar. It's also, but it says it's also a misconception that beets with people with diabetes can't eat beets because they're too high in sugar. For one thing, people with diabetes can eat any food, and for another, beets really don't contain all that much carbohydrate. Beets have a moderate glycemic index of about 64. Okay, so we can eat beets. Well, I knew that, but you can't eat too many. Beets might cause low calcium levels and kidney damage. Okay, so why would I want to do that? So, that's what I say, General. I think eating in moderation is the key. Yeah, don't eat so much you can feed a family of four, and it's just you, and you eat it all up. And believe me, on some things that's possible. Some foods, General, I can eat everybody's helping. Not often, because I try to do everything in moderation. But some foods, like I could eat too many French fries, and then those cheese puffs. Oh, I could tear some of those up. I can tear the whole bag up in a matter of 2 days. The bigger bag, not the little small bag. So it's like some foods I really shouldn't even touch because I go crazy on it. So yeah. So what you gonna do this weekend? And we can get back to the Kanye and all. Who else? And somebody, I think it was you talking about who was that? Lil Wayne. Was that you that was talking about Zero? That was talking about Lil Wayne said that he had never experienced discrimination. And I think I forget where he come from and what part of the country. I want to say he's from the south, but I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But wherever he said, it's like I can't go for that. I can't go for that. It's like, hold on, I want to see. Okay, it said Lil Wayne was born in New Orleans. He grew up in New Orleans in the 17th Ward. And I just can't anywhere in the South at one point, even if it was a small percentage, I can't understand. And this is my belief. I just don't believe that you never experienced some kind of racism, some kind. Uh, and a little is too much. I just I just think his memory is foggy. I really do. I just think, or maybe he was young and didn't recognize it. And as an older person, getting older, then he became a rep star and was able to do certain things. But still, then again, some entertainers that got buku money, they have, some people, even with the money they've had, they experience racism. So because if they're gonna call you the N word, you just an N word with some money to a lot of people who's racist. Like, you think people accept you because you got some money, because you rich? No, I don't believe that either. So he's just still asleep, I guess. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. But I do believe that he's not a dumb person. But that was a dumb statement, I think. I don't believe that he's stupid, but that was a stupid statement, in my opinion. So I don't know. So what are you gonna do this weekend, General? You got any plans? I'm gonna be on tomorrow, but I'm going to take my Sunday off. And I was thinking about start taking Monday off too, but no, I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna change too soon because I've only been going live. Uh I don't even think it's 2 months yet. So I don't want to do something consistently and then so soon change the pattern. You know what I mean? I want to do that. So you know what, General? I may come on later on tonight, but I'm going to end this live right now. Thank you so much for joining me. D Jockey Zero. Um who else was that? Autumn, Angel. I appreciate everybody that stopped through. I think on Fridays, unless you gotta get I know why Angel. I know why Angel left early. He's got a game night tonight. I think probably in another hour. I'm not sure where he comes from. But he got game night, so I want to see what game he's playing. but I have something I need to do. But I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Oh. I hope your battery didn't die, but if it did die, I'm going to leave a comment for you.